Welcome to Tone Wars Sunday night. I'm Carrie, and that's Jarrod.
Hey, what's up, everybody?
I'm back.
Sorry we're late. I had the Diezel Herbert all set up to go tonight, as far as the live stream's concerned, you know. And then I came down here, and I'm like, oh, it's not hooked up. So I come down here and hook it up real quick. Oops.
Little detail.
Yeah, just a minor detail. Make sure the amp is hooked up. I have really long cables hooked up to that amp, so anytime I do other amp demos, that's the sacrificial lamb. I unplug everything and hook that up, put it on a stand, you know. And I forgot to hook it up, so oopsie doopsie.
Fun times.
Yeah, fun times were had by no one.
Sorry I missed last week.
Yeah.
I had like a 12-hour flu type thing going on, or food poisoning. I don't even know.
Something hit you like a ton of bricks out of nowhere, and it was like, bam! You're
right in front of his eyes too. Yeah. I was like,
She turned like pale right in front of me. I'm like, oh boy, you don't look like you're feeling all that well. She's like, I don't feel well. She's like,
nauseous.
And you tried to fight it. You're like, no, I really want to do this. And at the last minute, you're like, yeah.
Nope, it wasn't
doing
happening.
this.
But I enjoyed laying on the couch and watching.
Yeah. Yeah, look at you, you slacker.
Right? Oh, God. I feel like my phone still isn't. Let me just exit out of here because I don't feel like it's updated.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah. Get out of this whole thing. Yeah, see, it's just not right. Let me go in here. What is the last comment that you see?
I'll find it in a second here.
I see Kyle Hart, the Herbert. Is Herbert, is the last comment that I see. And then Klaus. Klaus just said, good evening. I actually caught the show from the start this time.
Oh, cool. Good to see you here, man. So...
Is that what you see, too? And then Flux.
Yeah, I'm down to Flux, yep.
Okay, awesome. We are right then.
Yep, we good.
Well, I hope you guys had a good week.
Yes. Yeah, good to see everybody here. Let's say hi to everyone, and then we'll get right into tonight's show. That fan's kind of loud, isn't it?
Ooh, I didn't even notice.
Yeah, I did.
Well, Kyle, how are you doing? He's first in the chat, Kyle Hart. You had some things from Kyle, don't you, somewhere?
Yep.
He sent you some.
Yeah, I got some pedals. Yep, I've been working a lot, so I checked them out real quick one day. One morning, I came down here with my coffee and checked them out, and then I had to go to work.
Right.
So I plugged into each one and messed with them for a few minutes, and then went to work. So I
haven't had time to spend with them though.
No, I got to spend about an hour.
Yeah.
You know, I spent like 20 minutes. You know, and I just let's plug these in and just get a taste. You know, and yeah, there's some cool stuff in there, Kyle. So like I said before, I love entrepreneurs and startup companies, people that are just trying to go out there and start a business, you know, and I don't know how to make all that stuff, and I think it's cool if people do, so I like it. So I'll be definitely checking them out, give them some feedback, and maybe I'll do some riffs on one on the show and do like a quick video. Yeah.
JB, what's up? He said, hope you all had a good weekend. I went to see Alice in Chains last night, and it was an amazing show. I bet it was.
Yeah,
Lucky
good to see you. Yeah. I saw them when they first came out.
Oh, yeah?
Yep. Yep, they played at the Silver Dollar Saloon. They were on a club tour when they first hit.
Oh, yeah, that was when they were first.
I was like 10 feet away from them, and at the time, it was when everything switched over to grunge and all that, so I was...
It was not your favorite time.
No, I hated that time, but actually I liked them. I was like, well,
that was really good.
This I can deal with, you know, and I thought, man, these guys are cool. They're up there doing the windmills, you know, and Cantrell's up there just whipping his hair around and stuff. And of course, Lane Staley just stood there the whole night with sunglasses on. He did not move. Yeah. It was like somebody glued his feet to the floor. He just stood there, and I'm like, dude, can you move?
Was
like,
he high, maybe?
Oh, he was probably all drugged out.
All of the things.
Yeah, he was taking it all.
That's really good
Is
wine. Yes. Tastes so good tonight.
Ooh, is this the Federalist?
The Federalist, it's a Zinfandel. Oh, it is so good.
Yep, that is good.
And you can buy a whole package of it at Costco for a discount.
And it's not box wine.
Right.
Bottled. Yeah, it's good stuff.
see, JB, there was a Friedman 4x12 cab on the stage, and I'm pretty sure he uses his Friedman JJ amp live.
Oh, he has to.
Cool.
I mean, that's like his tone, you know.
Paul Smith, hey, man.
Hey, what's up, Paul? Me and Paul got to hang out sometime soon. Paul's offered to actually switch my pickups for me on my Kiesel.
You'll let him touch the Kiesel?
Yeah. Paul's a luthier. He makes guitars.
I know. I'm just teasing.
Yeah. He can.
He doesn't let me touch it.
You've touched it, haven't you?
You're good. Yeah.
I think you have.
But supervised visits only.
Oh. That's enough touching. Put it away.
Right. Oh, God. Flex says, also with the Herbert, you get the plus-minus switch, which makes channel 2 into 2 different tones, giving you 4 channels.
Yep. Yeah, I got it on plus because I paid for it. And it's more.
Why not?
It's more of what I love.
More is more.
More is more. It's like the Ingve thing. More is more.
Tony, great to see you back, Carrie. Thank you. Thanks. Great to see your name in here, too.
What's up, Tony?
I'm great to be back.
Yeah, I'm glad you're feeling better. That was rough.
Yeah.
That was a rough night. I remember when you had to go home, I was like, you going to make it home?
I was nervous.
Yeah.
I drank a bunch of water. And
yeah, she was in rough shape.
Hi, Klaus. I said your name earlier.
What's
Good
up?
evening. I actually caught the show from the beginning. Yes.
Awesome. Good to see you here, man.
Flux says, Tone Wars, I know I said the Rev Gen 120 Mark III was my next amp, but I went insane and got a Diezel VHX this week.
Ooh.
It's amazing. Has every Diezel tone in all the tubes. 512 X7 preamp tubes and 4 KTs 77s.
Oh, my God. Dude, you're lucky. I've been eyeballing that amp, but... I don't know. So I'll have to do some more research on that amplifier. I know they got all the effects and all the cool stuff in it. Now, I don't know how they achieve all of the tones. Now, are they doing some of the tones through modeling, or is it all like, you know, real circuits and stuff like that? Do they have, how many channels does it have? Does it have all? Because if it's got the Herbie stuff plus the VH4 stuff in there, ooh, it's a $5,000 amp though.
No.
No. If I gotta spend $5 grand,
you're gonna
on
have to
something,
live in that Herbert if you buy it. You have to build you a house out of your amps, and that's it. Where's Jarrod? He's in his amp house.
Yep, having the time of his life. Haven't seen him in weeks. Haven't heard any complaints either. Uber Eats.
Vince, how are you? He says, hi, Jarrod and Carrie, missed you guys. Where were you? Where
What's
you at,
going
Vince?
on? Is it Vince Vegas?
Salutary.
Vince, oh, what's going on, man? We got 2 Vinces here. Vince Vegas and Vince Salutary. Good to see you, man.
Joshua Stevens, what's up?
Hey, what's up, Josh?
CS is with us. He says, party hardy.
What's up, Chris?
Done.
Pinky's up. What was I going to say?
You like that wine a whole lot?
Yeah, it's good. Did you do the aerator thingy? Good.
Because I know how
persnickety I am.
Persnickety
If you don't pour wine through an aerator for me, I won't drink it because it's just all the tannins are like, yuck. It's just the way it is. What? Don't you be looking at them at me like that.
I can look at them if I want to.
Giving them the crazy.
That's the best part, is giving them crazy eyes.
He nuts.
It's my silent protests. They know. They know what it means.
They know. Let's check the alternate camera angle tonight.
We got one.
Whoa! Alternate camera angle. Ooh.
There it is.
You know what's funny though is once I have all the stuff up on the screen, it looks funny.
Half of us, I don't even. We did this, and we're like, you can see your guitar perfect. You can see your strings, the fingering, and then put up the thingies.
And when I put up the stuff, make sure I'm on mute here. So I put up the cabs and the amp.
Oh, you can still see the guitar?
Yeah, you can still see. I'm like right between everything.
It's totally fine.
It's
it worked
fine.
out.
Yeah, it works. Oh, well.
I love it. Let's see, Flex. The VHX does all the tones with tubes, then the FX are DSP, no modeling.
Oh, okay, good. Good to know. I was always wondering that because I'm like, how do they do all the amps with that amp? Because it's 4 channels, so it's like, well, how do they do that? So maybe there's some switches in there, and I don't know. It's a cool looking amp though, and in fact, I think it's smaller than the Herbert. It looks a little like narrower, but Yeah, I mean, it's way too much amp for me. I mean, I already have tons of effects and stuff, but the only reason why I'd get it is for the show, but I'm done spending money on the show.
Good.
I've spent so much damn money on this show.
I like your mindset.
Yeah, I need to start spending time on the channel as opposed to money. So I will be doing that. I got 28 buildings to wash, and I'm all yours. You guys are going to be sick of me. You're going to be like, oh, God, another video from that idiot? I'm like, yeah, because this idiot's going to make a lot of videos for you idiots. And we're all going to be idiots together.
Tony says Herbert 5,000 US works out to probably 6,500 Canadian. Yikes.
Yikes.
Yeah.
Is the Herbert that much now? Or is he saying the VX?
He didn't, but he might.
Yeah,
be referring to that.
because the VX is $5,000. The Herbert's 4,100.
Where you put your cheese puffs?
Oh, I hid them from you because you steal them.
Why? Oh, there they are.
Because you asked me if I wanted some. You didn't bring any down for you.
Forgot to bring a Nick, and
Here.
I'm good. I just
good?
didn't know where they went.
Well, always look near me when it's food or drinks. Because you always steal all my stuff. We had salmon for dinner, and oh.
So good.
Guys.
He is the best salmon smoker.
Yeah, I will claim that title now.
Yeah,
I've earned it.
You're the king of the smoking
It took me
salmon.
like 6 or 7 salmons to get there, and thanks to my brother for helping me out with some the seasonings. But, dude, my salmon, I will lay down the gauntlet right here. Like, no one can make better salmon than me now.
Nope. Not
It
even
is-
a 5-star
Nope.
chef.
Gordon
master
Ramsay,
chef.
kiss
That's
my patoot.
right. I don't even want to try Gordon Ramsay.
No.
Yours
Who's
is
Gordon
it.
Ramsay anyways?
Right.
You donkey. Yeah, screw him. My salmon's better. No, it turned out perfect today, and it was just so freaking good. Yep. That was a good dinner. And you brought veggies.
Oh, the roasted veggies.
Those were good. Yeah, I mean,
I just did it in the air fryer. I put some olive oil, salt, and pepper on like squash, zucchini, carrots, asparagus, and parsnip.
yeah.
Parsnip? Yeah.
Parsnips. Yeah. We ate like
Delicious.
kings today. We did. And we're going to eat like kings after, because we're going to reheat it all and do it again. Do it again.
Pure Rock Fury says, Jarrod cured his gas. Thank God.
Yeah, I did. I'm cured for a while. I got enough stuff now to do. It was funny when we went to NAM. All the people at the booths, you know, when I was like, they're like, "What channel are you, Tone?" Oh, you're the guy with all the amps, right? Yeah, I guess so.
More eyes.
Yeah, the guys from Two Notes. That was the first thing they said when they saw us. Oh, you're the dude with all the amps. Okay.
You know what you want.
Yep. And I do want to get some more. I got to sell 4 amps, and then I got to get, like, there's a wizard on my, I want to get a wizard bad. So if I was to get another amp, it would
You
be a
gotta sell
wizard.
your amps.
I know. As
Gotta
soon as
sell
I'm
one
done.
before it comes in.
Yep. As soon as I get done with all these
I feel
buildings.
like the dude right now, and like I'm telling you about shoes. Like you can't buy more shoes.
Yeah.
You have to get rid of some shoes if you want to bring some more in.
Yeah. Well, it's kind of true. I'm done. So, yeah, I'm gonna definitely get a wizard, I think, but only after I sell. And I want to get a frog amp too. But I'm talking to them right now, and hopefully they'll send me a couple that I can try. And
Yeah. Before you decide.
yeah, and that's how they get us hooked. They're like, well, we'll send you 3, and then pick the one you like the best, and then they'll be like, well, instead of sending it back, how about you just give us this for it, you know? Like, okay.
I'm gonna murder this name. Metal CC? Metal Casey? Metal. What do you think that is?
Metal, I don't know.
So anyway, he
Metal.
says we both rock, so
Oh,
I
thank you.
appreciate it.
You rock too.
If you want, put the pronunciation down, and I feel like maybe you've done this before, but I.
Metalacy?
Metal.
Metalossi? I don't know.
Wow.
I don't have my glasses, and neither do you, so.
Tom Crean, first time catching you guys live. Been watching the channel for a while. Enjoy your personalities. Oh, thanks, Tom.
Thanks.
We enjoy our personalities too.
We do.
It's the best part.
We always have a lot of fun doing this, and thanks for chiming in too, because
Yeah.
we love to see people chime in that have been watching for a while. Because the thing is like right now we have 27 people watching, and you could double that because
Yeah.
a lot of people aren't logged in, so it only counts the people that are logged in
Right.
or have an account or whatever. So, yeah, so it's usually double that.
But thanks for chiming in.
Yeah, thank you.
No Talk Guitar Amp Plug-in Reviews says, hi.
What's going on?
Did you try the Tonex from IK Multimedia? I'm completely blown away by the results I had.
Oh, no, I want to try one, but riddle me this. If you do it, isn't it just computer-based? So when you capture your amps with that, isn't it become like a plug-in on your computer? Because if that's the case, I mean, I think it's cool. Don't get me wrong. It's great for recording guys, you know, and stuff, but I don't ever sit at the computer and play guitar. I'm either here or on my couch or in the cigar lounge on my deck. Those three places.
And by cigar lounge, he means one of those pop-up canopy.
Yeah, it's a gazebo.
Gazebo thing,
Yeah, you build it yourself, and yeah.
Wait, what? You didn't build it yourself.
Oh, you know what I mean. You helped me.
You built it yourself with your friend.
You showed up like when I was 5 minutes away from being done. You're like, oh, here's a screwdriver.
That is not what happened.
That is not true. It was
This
10
man
minutes.
could not figure out what A went with what B, and the C's, and where were the screws that went to D.
Yeah. It was F. It wasn't D.
And then you had this part
Yeah.
like this.
Did I had it upside down.
I think I helped you with that, though. I think I helped you put it upside down.
It's possible. It was a fun day.
It was a fun day.
It was a fun day. And then when we got it done, we felt like two little kids that just built our own fort. We're like, what do we do now?
Go buy furniture
Yeah.
and put inside.
Let's go buy furniture. Where do we sit? Well, I guess we sit on the floor. Yeah, that was fun.
Times.
Yep.
CS, before I say what CS said, I'm going to skip you.
Yeah.
Yeah, Hyperbole Kid was first. Hey guys, where is the best place to sell expensive amps and guitars? Reverb and eBay fees are crazy.
I know. Well, Facebook Marketplace is actually really good because you don't pay anything as far as I know. So Facebook Marketplace, there's also buy and sell amp groups too. There's like an advanced buy and sell amp groups. There's heavy metal amp buy and sell groups. Yeah, so that's what I would suggest because I agree. Like Reverb, the service is great because you get protection as far as like the pricing, and you can print labels and prove that you're sending stuff, and you know, tracking. I mean, it's all really cool, but they just keep upping the prices, and pretty soon it's like, you know, you sell an amp for $1,000 and you're paying Reverb $100 for that, you know, and you're like, what the hell? And so there goes $100, and then you know all the other stuff. So yeah, Reverb's getting pretty greedy, man. Ever since I think Etsy bought them, and ever since then they got super greedy, man.
I do like Etsy though. I've gotten a lot of presents for you on Etsy.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I have. They have some cool stuff.
Yep, you have. Is that where you got the humidor?
Yep.
Is it? Yeah, that's a good present. That thing comes in handy every day.
Every day.
Every day, the humidor. Love it.
CS says the market stinks for selling these days, it seems. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't know why they got to keep upping the pricing on stuff. It's not like they. I'm okay with profit. Profit. We all live off of profit. Profit's good. Greed is bad. As soon as you start getting over into the area where you're just gouging people, that's when profit turns into greed. But the nice thing about a free market is, yeah, they'll get away with it for a little while, but someone else will come up with a better solution, and everybody jumps over there, and now Reverb's got to adjust their prices down. So it does fluctuate, but it always corrects itself eventually.
Tony says, have a feeling the Iconic is on the cell burner. You gonna get rid of your Iconic?
Ah, Tony?
Krosik?
Oh, he thinks I'm going to sell it? Oh, no.
He likes the Iconic.
I like the Iconic. Yeah, it's got two tubes in it.
Klaus says, I tried the new Metatron from Henry Amps. Should put that on your bucket list, Jarrod.
Oh, I've heard of Henry. I'll have to give it a shot. I'll have to try it out. I mean, that main thing is it's just trying to get them. I mean, I actually had a guy who watches the channel, and feel free to chime in here if you're watching now or later, said he was going to send me his Wizard to check out, and I was like, really? You're going to send me a $5,000 amp to check out? Like,
That's
I mean,
a lot.
Maybe
he could send it in the back of his own vehicle.
I don't know where he lives.
It'll cost the same driving it here or shipping it.
Yeah, I gave him I gave him my email address. He said he'd get a hold of me soon. That was about 3 weeks ago. So maybe he just got it. So he's probably gonna have the honeymoon and you know. But I wanna check one out for sure. You know.
Gravel Rocks. Hi, Steve. He says, I never miss a live stream. Thanks, man.
Hey, thanks, man. Good to see you here. Always good to see you.
The man that I cannot pronounce, Metal Sishi. Well, he says, but with all the amps, you don't have the same bills like me with electricity here in Holland. Oh.
Yeah, that would probably be crazy.
Yeah.
Yeah, our electricity bills are going up here. Everything's going up here, so.
Yeah. We have a Holland, Michigan.
Yeah, we have a Holland, Michigan, so we're close.
They have a tulip festival, too.
Yep. Yeah, it's pretty. It's pretty over there.
I do want to go to that one day. It's not like
I've been there once.
Yeah?
Yeah, it's, wow, a lot of flowers. Let's get something to eat. That's kind of what it is.
Is it kind of like Frankenmuth?
Yeah.
Similar to Frankenmuth?
Yeah, a little bit.
Is it good food, though?
I don't
or
remember.
Touristy?
It was like 15 years ago I
Yeah.
was there. It's okay. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's rows and rows of tulips. So it's like, all right. Saw a lot of tulips.
He is not excited to do that.
Not really. It's a 3-hour drive.
Oh, yeah.
For tulips.
Maybe there's a really cool bed and breakfast up there or something, though.
Maybe.
Make it worth it. Yeah. All right, where are we at? No Talk Guitar Amps Plugins Reviews says, I think they release a pedal soon. Who releases a pedal soon? A pedal soon.
I don't know.
Wait, what did he say? I'm scrolling back. Where's the giant long name? I already forgot what he said. Oh, well, I missed it. Anyway,
Pedal. Who's
he
releasing
thinks
a
somebody
pedal?
is releasing a pedal soon.
Oh, please let us know who, and we can discuss.
You should take a look at Twitch and TikTok. He said, same guy. You should take a look at Twitch and TikTok.
Gotcha.
Pit Priss is with us. Hey y'all! Since I gotta go to bed, just here to leave a like and quickly say hi. Well, thanks.
Thanks, man.
If you're gonna do that, at least like it.
Thank you. We really appreciate that very much. Good to see you, man.
Pure Rock Fury. Yes, smash the thumbs up. Thank you. You can X out of the live chat, smash the thumbs up, and come right back into the live chat.
Yes, that'd be great.
Jay Croft, what's up, player?
Jay Croft, what's going on, man?
Do we be hanging out next weekend?
Mm-hmm. We'd be hanging at Jay's crib.
At your backyard oasis.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
What was relevant to modern audiences there, but that's what Warner Brothers said.
That's not me.
You imagine,
What you got?
Hollywood, listen.
My phone just started playing a video.
Is it?
Yep, it was YouTube on my phone playing out of nowhere. I'm like,
Who's
what
talking behind your
the
butt?
hell is going on? That was weird. All right.
Anyway, excited to hang out with Jay next weekend.
Yeah.
It's
for
our
sure.
yearly trek to, where does he live? Southfield?
Southgate.
Southgate.
Area, somewhere around there, yep.
Long
Yep.
trip.
So we're going to be hanging out there. I'll be calling you later too, Jay, while I'm working. I'll give you a call. I got to work tonight, so got to wash an MRI trailer. A quick job. It's like a quick little,
Boop, boop.
20-minute job.
Uh-oh. There's a problem with the server. I lost the
Yeah,
live
that
chat.
happens. Yeah, it'll pull back up.
All right, the Future Machine. Love your videos, man.
Oh, thank you. So, speaking of that, a little update here, and I will be doing a channel update very soon. I just got to get through these jobs. But, so, let's check on my battery level here. I will...
Focus, man.
Yeah, I got to focus. Okay. Thank you guys for responding to my post in the community section. I put up a vote, you know, what you guys wanted. And so, you know, a lot of people, the majority of the people so far voted for the 10-minute videos. Yep. And then close second was the 10 to 20-minute videos. So I'm going to do a mixture of those two. I'm going to try to keep my videos concise. Now, unless there's like something I really have to go in depth with and it's worth it, I'll go longer than that. But I'm trying to keep things really short and quick for you guys. So I appreciate very much everybody's votes and their comments in the video. I haven't had time to respond to all of them, but I'll keep that in mind when I do my channel update and, you know, probably do it then. But thank you guys.
Mr. Metal. I'm going to call you Mr. Metal because I don't know how to say the whole thing. Mr. Metal says, Tone Wars, don't forget the great musicians like Vandenberg from Holland and Amsterdam.
Oh, yeah.
Absolutely.
Adrian Vandenberg, man. That guy is awesome. Yep. Really, really good guitar player for sure. Yep. Whitesnake.
Where is that, the girl with the blonde hair? Where's she from? It's over there somewhere.
Oh,
Was it Germany, though? She's
yeah,
German?
she's
Well, she's from Michigan, but
Yeah.
she lives over there now.
what's-
Amanda Somerville.
Somerville, yeah, Amanda
feel like-
Somerville.
Was
Yeah.
it the Netherlands or was it
I
Germany?
I think she's. Yeah, I don't remember. Was it Germany? Netherlands? One of those two. Yeah.
Something like
she's
that.
over there. Yeah, she's awesome.
Great band, great
Oh.
singer. Yeah,
She was awesome when she did that show with us.
she killed it, and I think wasn't she pregnant?
She was preggers.
like 6 months.
She was
not
up there.
like crazy, but
Yeah.
pregnant, and she
Yep.
had a killer show.
She worked it, man.
Yeah, she
I've
did.
never seen a girl work fans like she did, like
She had
literal
a power
fans.
hair fan right in front of her.
2 of them.
Amazing.
Yeah, she had 2, and they crisscrossed, and they hit her hair certain ways, and her hair was like flipping around, and her hair had its own show.
Yeah.
It was
Yeah.
nuts. Yeah, she was awesome. Really,
Amanda
really
Somerville.
good.
Check her out if you guys have never heard of her.
Great singer.
She does a couple projects. She had back then. Do you remember the
Oh,
band's name?
God, I can't
It's a different
remember.
project now. I think she's in
Yeah.
an all-female,
Yeah.
and she features other female singers.
Yeah. Yeah, she was
With
freaking
her.
phenomenal. She was a sweetheart too, really nice lady.
Steve Shaheen, hey man,
Hey, what's up, Steve?
happy Sunday. That Jeff Loomis pedal is so good.
It is, yeah, he got one too. Yeah, it's a great pedal. Yep, tonight I'll be using the Mud Killer, because I love the Mud Killer.
Mr. Meadow says, but I love your stream. We love it too.
Oh,
I'm
thank
glad
you.
love it. Jay
Thank you.
Croft says, Floyd and Maurice say hi. Are those his favorite cigars?
No,
Floyd and Maurice.
I'll tell you later.
Uh-oh. I want to know who they
Yeah,
are.
you want to know.
I do? Okay.
It's just some dumb thing. Freaking Jay.
Frickin' Jay.
Freaking Jay. There's multiple personalities.
Oh, boy. Well, I know we wanted to start a new segment, right?
Yeah. So let's talk about that now. So let me just cue it up here. Make sure. Here we go.
Exciting night.
Exciting.
In the news.
All right. So a new segment in the news. We want to talk about the whole controversy about falling in reverse and Eddie Trunk. You know, he had a big fit about them. You know, they showed up to one of their shows and their laptops didn't come.
Yeah.
They weren't there, and they were like, we got to cancel the show. And there was like this big dust up about it, and everybody started taking sides, and you know the internet is. I mean, everybody's got to spew their crap. And a lot of it's out of context. They don't really know what they're talking about, and everybody just runs with it. And they're like, well, if you guys can't play a show with laptops, then what kind of band are you? And or if you guys can't play a show without your laptops, what kind of band are you? And then there was all these accusations where they have like, you know, their instruments being played for them and all this stuff. And, oh, it's all backing tracks and it's fake and it's all this other stuff. And then all these other rock stars got on there and had this big Twitter feud about all this stuff. And
What was the divide? Were people okay or not okay?
well, there was a lot of people on both sides.
Okay.
You know, so there were people, you know, saying that, you know, it's BS that they can't do a show without their laptops. And then, you know, and then Eddie Trunk got in the middle of it and started throwing his 2 cents in there. And I like Eddie Trunk. I used to watch that metal show all the time, and I thought it was a cool show. And I still think he's got a great podcast, and I listen to it
I
whenever
feel
I
like
get a
this
chance.
is something that would only happen in the metal world because pop music, they don't even need musicians. It's
No.
all
And-
tracks and
yeah.
studio produced and
And
all
it's,
that. Yeah.
it's half of it's lip syncing.
Yeah.
Half of the pop
Yeah.
singers don't even sing live, and they it's a joke.
It's a metal thing.
And they do live auto tune now, a lot of them. So it's like it's all fake, you know. I don't have any respect for pop stars at all. I think they're a joke. But with metal bands, at least you have bands, you have like musicians and stuff. So the thing is, as somebody, you know, both of us have played live with all just band members, and then we also had to transition over into using backing tracks for a while too, because you know we changed gears and you know had to start over, and you know things happen, you know, members come and go, and you don't want to be sidelined. So I can guarantee you this from I'll go into this first, and
Yeah.
then we'll talk about the whole dust up
Sure.
and our thoughts on that. So as two people who have used backing tracks live, I can tell you that it's actually harder on the musicians to play to them because, number one, you have to be perfect.
Their
Or-
boomerness. Hypervolcanic.
Yeah, so like you have to be as close to perfect as you can. So for me as a guitar player, I can tell you that I have to play on time. I don't have a drummer that's going to be like, oh, you're off time there. Let me back you up a little bit and change,
Get you there.
yeah, get you there and not tell on you. So you don't have that ebb and flow. You have to be on time, and you have to start your solos on time. And if you derail, the track just keeps going, and you got to keep up with it, and you got to figure out what the hell's going on and fix it. No one's going to change what they're doing for you. You have to change. And right there, you got pantsed by the track.
By yourself.
Yeah, you're just standing up there pantsless in front of your audience going, yep, I done screwed up, And then, so it's a lot harder for me as a guitar player to stay, I have to be in time and as perfect as I can. And I'll speak for the vocalist real quick too, and then you can expand on that. But if you have backing vocals,
Yeah.
what does that mean for you?
Pants is me if I'm not right.
Yeah, so you have to be pitch perfect, right? Because the vocals are perfect. They're timed and tuned perfectly, and you have to sing along with that. And you have to be on every night when it comes to that. So it's not as easy as people think. It's actually harder. And a lot of these bands, so let's get back to the dust up now. So a lot of these bands that do this, that's what they're dealing with. I mean, what are you going to do as a band? Are you going to, okay, so let's go over the backing vocals part. Are you going to just hire like 3 singers to go on tour with you so they can sing backup vocals for you? Because let's face it, your guitar player, bass player, drummer, keyboardist, whatever, if they're not vocalists and you as a singer had to do all your own backing vocals in the studio, you have 2 choices. You can let them sing them, which if they suck, they're just going to sound like crap, or you can go without, and then the audience is like, wow, the choruses weren't as big as they were on the album, and everybody complains about that. Or you can hire people to come with you. They got to get their own bus. You got to pay their food, their lodging, all that stuff as well. And what if these people cause problems? Or you could just tell the engineer in the studio, just give us a click with the backup vocals on it, and we'll just deal with that. And it's cheaper, it's easier for the tour. You're giving the audience what they expect as audience members, because they're always expecting the album, except louder, in a concert situation, and you're not disappointing anybody. I mean, realistically, that's just the way it is these days, and we have to take advantage of technology that allows us to do those things, number one. And number two, like I said, how do you afford to pay all these people if you're going to bring them on tour?
So is the question, do they suck because they can't do the show without their laptop? Or is the question, is it okay to even use the technology? What are you asking?
Good question. So basically they interviewed one of the members of the band, or was their tech or somebody, I can't remember, but basically the person said this. He said, look, I have to have all this stuff synced for the show. It's just these
They probably
laptops.
have samples.
Yeah.
I'm sure, I don't know them, but I'm sure that they're not using it to cover up their bad singer or their guitar player's not too drunk to play the show.
Sick.
Yeah.
Yeah, these guys are world
Although
class.
those are good reasons to have tracks. If your guitar player's drunk and he can't play the show, he can go sit out.
Yeah, but this isn't why. So basically, and we'll get into that. So basically what he said was they use the laptops for samples. In other words, like if you're starting a song and you want to have this like cool intro for it.
Yeah, like the...
Yeah,
like you have it in,
I have it for Night Terrors. I mean, it's just that little thing. It just adds to the ambiance for the whole thing. And then there's just little samples and stuff, maybe some orchestra stuff. I mean, you're going to bring an orchestra with you live? No, you're not going to do that. I mean, just things like that. You're giving the audience a better experience. And these laptops are changing patches on their XFXs or KEMPERs or whatever for them, so the guitar player can just focus
play.
on playing guitar and interacting with the audience and giving the audience a great experience. So that's basically what a lot of this is for. And some laptops actually operate the light show as well.
Yes.
So there's effects and different things. So there wasn't this thing where they were going, oh, well, our singer can't sing without it because they lip synced. We actually did a show with a singer like that, and it sucked. So yeah, I mean, but that's what they were using this stuff for, and everybody got all up in arms about it. And it's like, guys, so to your point earlier, where people were like, if you singer or your guitar player is a drunk or whatever, there are people, like back in the day before all this stuff was available to us, you had to put up with your crappy band members that showed up drunk or were flakes or weirdos or drug addicts or whatever and screwed everything up because you weren't able to replace it. What do you do? Call another guy that does it and have him join the tour? And how long is, he can't just join the tour. He's got to learn all your material. So you just can't do that. So it's like you call the studio, send us the backing track that's associated with this member that's an idiot, and then you replace him with that. Yeah. And you just go with that. I mean, otherwise you cancel the show. So what's worse, canceling the show or
another point that we had talked about earlier was that your audience is paying to hear what they heard on the album. Mm-hmm. Or if you want to advertise it as an unplugged show, then you can do it without. But I mean, if you're expecting, you paid for the tickets to hear this, and that's not available, then you'd have a bunch of upset people.
Yeah, exactly. So that's basically like, you're damned if you do, you're damned if you don't. People come and like, oh, it didn't sound as good as the album. They didn't have this and this. It's like, and then the other people are like, oh, at least they didn't use backing. It's like, dude, we're just trying to give you the best experience possible. It's very rare when you can have a band on stage these days not using some sort of tech to, I mean, even Petrucci now, like, he doesn't do his own switching anymore. He's got a computer that does it for him. Is he cheating? No, the guy plays like a madman for 3 hours a night on tour. I mean, Do you want
to hear what they have to say?
Yeah, so I think we covered everything that we wanted to say, right?
I think so. Thanks for this super chat, though, the Metal Edge.
Oh, thank you.
Always look forward to my Sunday evenings because of your show. Could you play Grateful for us tonight?
Yes, I will play that for you. I got the right guitar for it, so we will do that. Thank you very much.
All right, so let me go back to where they started commenting.
Yes.
I'm not sure who used Tuber 5000 is, but he said something about a bunch of crying. I was like, wait, do we have a spammer in here?
No. No.
What are you trying to say?
It's just a bunch of people whining about nothing. And it's like, did you go to the concert? Yeah. Did you have fun? Yeah. Did it sound great? Yeah. Okay, you got your money's worth. Yeah, there might have been a keyboard section or some backup vocals or maybe some sound effects. I mean, who cares? I mean, geez.
YouTuber 5000 at the end says, I don't want to hear the album, though. If I wanted to hear the album, I wouldn't go to the show. But I want it to at least sound as good as the album. Yeah. Yes, I want to hear the live version of it. Sure. But if it's going to be a stripped down acoustic, unplugged kind of thing, I want to know that first in advance. I don't want to show up and be like,
wait, what? Yeah. I mean, no, I totally get that. Now, there's a balance, too, right? I mean, you can overdo it with the tracks. I mean, you can have it so that it's so programmed and processed sounding that you're like, are these guys even playing? And it almost, because we saw a band locally like that. Well, not a local band, it was a touring band. And we were like, are these guys actually playing? Stop that. Oh. Yeah, that was like...
Yeah, that was weird. The club was really small.
Yeah, it was a really small club, and we were like, I don't even know if these guys are really playing their instruments, man. Because I could spot that stuff, and I was like, ooh. And we also played a show with another band, and I could tell. Remember, I grabbed you? I'm like, she's lip-syncing. And then we talked to the sound guy afterwards. We were like, she was lip-syncing. He was like, yeah, she was kind of... having an off night with her voice, and I'm like, we were talking to her before the show because he said she had laryngitis or whatever. I'm like, she sounded fine backstage. Like, don't give me that. So, I get that,
Scott Vollmer, thanks for the super chat. He said,
thank you.
Come from the generation where live mistakes were fun, entertaining, and no big deal. Absolutely, that too.
Yeah, I'm okay with like the real thing too. Like I said, I mean, I when I go to a show, I'm not expecting everything to be perfect, and if they use tracks or don't use tracks, whatever, I don't care, but I just think, like I said, there's a healthy balance with enhancing your show a little bit and utilizing that to create a better experience for the audience, and then overdoing it, So that's where I stand with it.
Hey, Aaron Lucas, how are you?
Aaron Lucas.
He's calling out the letter black.
Oh,
Yeah.
yeah, that was, wow. Like, really? You're going to, okay.
Hyperbowl Kids, Sebastian and Eddie Trunk showed their boomerness. Horrible. Falling in Reverse has incredible musicians.
They
have
do.
music that needs tracks to give fans what Ronnie wants to make it close to recording.
Yeah, and that's I don't have a problem with that. I really don't. Like, if you're up there lip syncing and guitar syncing and drum syncing and not playing, you're just miming the whole show, which we have seen, that is complete and utter BS. You should be ashamed of yourself if you're doing stuff like that. But again, if you're just seasoning your show, you know what I mean? With a little bit of stuff here and there, and you rely on technology to do that, it's fine. It's totally fine. And that's all these guys were doing with it.
JB 50 Watt says, I wonder if Alice in Chains used a backing track in laptops. I have a feeling they did not, but I don't know.
Probably not. I mean, is an overdrive pedal cheating? You know what I mean? Is you having delay on your voice cheating? I mean, where does it end? Where does the gray area turn into black or white? I don't know. So it's like, you got to really figure that out.
Tuber 5000, Dream Theater uses backing tracks on laptops.
Yep.
JB said the same thing. Dream Theater uses backing tracks. Also, Meshuggah, are those bands bad?
No. Well, that's the thing. Like, Mike Portnoy, when he was in Dream Theater, I mean, he sang all the backup vocals. But as soon as he left, there was no backup vocals anymore. And it was like, I mean, John can do it a little bit, but I mean, it's one voice, and it was like, So as soon as they switched over to all that, they started incorporating the backing tracks, and you can tell that it's, they're tracked backing vocals, not lead, but backing vocals. I don't have a problem with that. I'm not there for that.
They need tracked lead vocals.
I love Dream Theater, but the thing is though,
Not a big fan.
You're not a big fan of the vocals, but I'm not there for that. I think the vocals are fine, but I'm so mesmerized by John and the rest of the band, I couldn't care less about anything else. I'm fine with it,
Hyperbowl Kid says Falling in Reverse had their main laptop and backup laptop lost. Bad luck. Someone on the crew probably got in trouble.
Oh, I'm sure somebody got their butt chewed right off,
Hyperbowl Kid says, I respect Ronnie for telling the truth why they canceled versus making a BS excuse.
Yeah, I respect the guy for that too, and he probably knew there was going to be some heat for it, but whatever,
He's Tuber 5000. 1920s blues musicians are like, you need electricity? Right? How we've evolved.
Yeah, is that cheating too? It's like, where does it end? So, I don't know. I think that, like I said, if you go to a show and the guys, the ladies and gentlemen that are standing on the stage are actually playing their instruments and singing the words, whatever they enhance their show with, I don't care.
Yeah.
Because I'm there to see the players and the singers, and as long as they're doing their job, whatever seasoning they put on that steak, it's fine with me,
Jay Croft says, as a drummer, I would hate to play to backing tracks. As a fan, they can enhance the performance and don't bother me unless the lead vocals are being replaced. That's pretty lame in my opinion.
No, I agree. I agree. And for drummers, I mean, it's got to be tough to play to a click because you got that stupid thing in your ear all freaking night. You're playing to this stupid click. And I don't know if I can handle that as a drummer because I'm lucky as a guitar player, I get to play to the drummer who's playing to the click. And I don't have to worry about it. He does, you know. And some guys like it.
It serves them right, though, if they ride that frickin' hi-hat.
We had a drummer that bought this new ride cymbal that he was so proud of. He was like, dude, this thing sounds amazing. And it literally sounded like somebody was taking a hammer the size of the Eiffel Tower.
To silverware.
And banging onto like a gong with it.
It was awful.
And it rang, and it just, you could hit it once and walk away, cook dinner and come back, and it's still ringing. You're like, you gotta be... This thing was so bad, and we were on stage, and all of us were looking at each other just horrified.
What the hell was that? Because remember, we practiced with his electronic kit, and we played live with his acoustic kit.
We got done with that show, and we were like, dude, you need to throw that damn thing in the trash.
That was bad. I'm looking at him. I'm like, what is that?
It was still ringing in his trunk. He loaded his drums in his trunk, and I'm like, listen to this. I opened his trunk, and it's in there. It's still ringing. Take that damn thing back to the store. Holy crap.
Flex says, I've added strings and stuff with backing tracks back in the early 2000s.
Yeah, it's fine.
Kyle Hart says, I play with backing tracks every week, and if the singer or drummer gets off time, it's not easy getting back on, right?
Yeah, it's true, man. I mean, it's a tough job. So I tip my hat to people that do that, you know?
YouTuber 5000, I have to say I prefer no click or backing. Music sounds better when there's room for improv.
I like that too.
There's a time and a place.
Yeah, from both schools. I mean, I'm like, because man,
But he doesn't like people, so he has to use the backing tracks.
I have no tolerance or patience with people anymore. So I would rather have tracks than people. You know, like when I do my solo album, I'm going out with a backing track and playing to my stuff. I don't care. I don't want to deal with, you know, Jimmy quit, Joey got married, you know, I don't want to deal with that crap anymore. Or, oh, I didn't show up tonight, or I forgot my parts. Or I remember being on stage, and we're about to click into the next song, and the drummer going, hey, hey, hey. And I'm like, what? I turn around, what? He's like, how does this next song start? I'm like, you got to be kidding me. There's 500 people standing in here waiting for us to start, and you don't know how to start the song? And I have to sit there and mime the song to you before we... I'm like, I don't want to deal with that anymore. You know, I'm done.
JB thought it was a good point about the laptop is used for lights and animation screens.
Mm-hmm.
Aaron Lucas, I'm not a track fan, but there is a difference between using tracks as an accompaniment to enhance than a band that's Milli Vanilli-ing it.
Exactly.
Like Stryper, where all the screams are on track. That's fake.
Yeah, I mean, I mean, if you're a vocalist and you can't hit the notes, find a safety note that sounds musical and good. And if people can't forgive you for that, I mean, Arnell, the Journey singer. I mean, that guy's amazing, but I'm sure he has nights where he's like, guys, my voice is tired. We've been touring for 8 weeks, and, you know, I mean, Todd LaTorre, same thing. When he started with Queensryche and replaced Jeff Tate, I mean, the first several weeks of touring, he's hitting all the notes, and then I saw footage, and everyone's like, yeah, he's so amazing, you know, and I'm like, yeah, just give it time, you know. He's going to be doing that for a while because it's awesome, but we're human. Our vocal cords wear out.
Yeah.
And
We have so many comments on this.
Oh, good.
There's like this much more.
Sweet. Well, we'll get to them in a second. So, but after several weeks, I mean, I'm not saying he sucked, but he was definitely picking some safety notes here and there, and I don't blame him. You know, because he's only human, and he's got these 2 thin little pieces of skin in his throat that's got to vibrate and hold these notes in place. So, it's just the way it is.
Grella Rock says a lot of bands now in the studio aren't even using amps, they're using plugins.
Yeah.
Flux says apparently Falling in Reverse did a version of one of their songs at Aftershock 22 this week without backing tracks to prove a point.
Yep.
They do, oh, my screen moved. They do, where'd it go?
Don't you hate that?
Yes, they do need their backing tracks. They are synths and stuff. They use synths.
Yeah, it's just filler, you know.
Yeah.
It's just spice, a little bit of spice here and there, and it's okay.
Yeah.
You know, it fills it up and makes it sound a little full, you know, a little nicer live. It's no big deal. It's like, do you want your steak with no seasoning or do you want it with seasoning? I don't know. That fish we had today had seasoning on it.
A little bit. It was
And,
yummy.
yeah, and it was perfect. So, I don't know. I'll take my fish with seasoning on it.
Paul Hughes wants you to play the Sphinx too, so you have 2 requests.
Oh, I have the guitar down here for that too. Yeah, it's off camera, but thank you for the request. Yep, I'll do
Tony
that.
says, plus stage gear, amps, and cabs and studio gear is sometimes different for a lot of bands. You can hear the difference.
Yeah, yep.
Do you still have your quad cortex?
No, I never had one. Todd, Chicago Todd let me borrow his for a couple weeks. That's all it was. I didn't buy one. I appreciate the question. Yeah, I probably won't buy one. It's just, to me, I got too much gear anyways, but I got a Kemper, and I'm perfectly happy with that.
Yeah.
So, teach their own, you know, but it's just another Kemper type thing for me, and it's like I already have one. So, I don't really see the need in buying one. But like I said, if you like it, then you picked the right thing.
Yeah.
You really did.
Kirk Pano, All the other bands you named would have still gone on and played the show without the laptop. Pros versus today crybaby stars.
Well, I understand. I understand, and all comments are appreciated and welcomed here. I mean, we're not expecting everybody to agree on this, but so I'll just put it this way.
Would you have canceled the show, or would you have gone on and tried to do something? Give them something.
Okay, so as a guitar player, and I've played many shows, I can tell you this. If I am used to switching my patches, and I know what button switch to what patch, and I don't have to think about it, I would play the show. But if you're used to the computer doing that for you, and you haven't even looked at your pedal board in 3 months while you're on tour, no, I wouldn't do. I'd be like, guys, we can do this, but instead of concentrating on what I'm doing here, I have to look down at my pedal board and, oh, wait, patch 2 is what? You know, patch 3 is, you know, you're going to be stepping on the wrong, you're going to go into a solo and it's your acoustic patch or your clean patch. Or, you know, I mean, you don't want to risk that and worry about it, because with all the cameras and all the stuff out these days, that's all it takes is one person going, oh, look at so-and-so bombing his solo. Look at, you know. So it's like, if you're used to, you know, all your gear and how to switch it, then yeah, you should do the show. But if you're not, man, that's risky. It really is, because you're kind of running through a maze in the dark at this point. And I don't think you're, see, that's the thing. Are you giving, the thing you have to ask yourself is, are you giving the audience what they paid for?
Yeah.
Regardless of tracks or no tracks. Are you going to be able to give people a good enough show so when they walk away, they're like, you know what, that was really good? Or are you going to disappoint everybody? And all it takes is one bad tour. Look what happened to Motley Crue. That horrible tour they did where Vince Neil sounded like complete ass. And now it's like, would you go see Motley Crue again? I wouldn't. I want to listen to that crap, you know? So it's the same thing.
Gravel Rocks. I took a screenshot of the band you want me to check out. I will definitely check that out.
Oh, cool. Thank you.
Guitar Man 45. Good evening. Where's the Kiesel?
Oh, it's upstairs, waiting for new pickups.
JV says there's a video of DT on YouTube from a show a few years ago where JP's guitar stopped working and Jordan Rudess and Mike Mangini started doing an improvised jam. Not all bands can do that. You're right.
Yeah,
Not
them guys.
all bands can.
Them guys are world class. If you ever seen Liquid Tension Experiment, they actually have. I got the video. And they actually have 2 songs on there where they completely improv for like 10 minutes. And it sounds like they all wrote it.
Yeah.
One guy just starts out with something, another guy, these guys just vibe so well together. And when they got done with the song, I'm not kidding you, it was like they
Did somebody record this?
Thank God they did, because you wouldn't have known otherwise, but it sounded like they rehearsed it 100 times. And that's how good these guys are.
It would be fun to do at a practice. It would. It'd be fun just to have.
Well, that's how half of our songs that we used to do were written. It was just improvs that turned into songs.
Let's see. Tom Crane. I use a pedal for adding 2-part harmonizing when I do solo acoustic gigs. I feel like I'm cheating, but it does add a lot.
Well, it's either that or you miss, or the people miss out on the harmonies, you know, which they kind of expect to hear. Now the chorus doesn't sound like a chorus; it sounds like a verse that's sang differently or longer. Or you can bring in another person to sing backups for you, and they can stand there with the tea with jam and bread hands, you know, the whole time, waiting for their turn to sing. And then at the end of the night, when you get paid, guess what? Oh, that's right, I got to pay you too. You know, I did 80% of the work, and I got to split this thing with you for, you know what I mean? And at the end of the night, it's like, you're doing this for a living.
You had to buy the backing tracks. So.
Well, once.
Aaron Lucas says a lot of worship stuff at major churches is very track heavy. It feels more inauthentic than genuine. Yeah,
I mean, like I said, there's a balance. I think you should find a healthy balance of, you know, enhancements. But when you get beyond enhancements, that's when you're starting to walk on the edge there with me. It's like, oh, wait a minute here, you know.
Jay says, I'm totally comfortable playing to a click and always have recorded with it, but it just takes away the live feel of a rock show, in my opinion.
It takes the fun away.
I heard
Yeah.
Cemetery Gates live last week on Sirius, and Phil played it safe at the end instead of hitting the insane high notes. Would have thought he was lame if he stopped singing and tracks were used.
Yeah, I mean, that's, yeah. I have more respect for a vocalist who takes the safety note as opposed to one that uses backing tracks and mimes.
Yeah.
I'm really singing this, and it's like, no, you're not. You know, I just think you should.
We have a song where it's me singing the same thing that I would sing live, and we used it in one part.
Yep, to thicken it.
Thicken it,
Yeah.
yes. So
Yep.
if I was off time or I stopped singing, you would still hear the part, but
Yeah.
it's like a phrase.
It was one phrase,
Yeah.
and it just, so instead of adding a harmony note, we put a unison note
Yep.
in there, and it just thickened it up, but it was like 3 words,
Yeah.
I think, or something like that. And that's all it was.
It was the O's. The
Yeah,
oh.
But I remember we had a discussion. I was like, do not be late to your mic when that starts, because, that'll be the end of it
I have
right
to stand
there.
there like this.
Yeah. The least you can do is hold your mic up to your face and make
Go.
your, just going to say, make your O face, but
Yeah.
you know what I mean. Yeah, at least do that.
Oh, God. Tech Death Hippie, how are you, man?
Hey, what's up?
Let's see.
This has
Guitar
been a great
Man
discussion.
45 says, I heard Queensryche is playing with Judas Priest at the Masonic Temple on the 22nd.
That would be a great
Wow.
show. One of the best shows I ever saw was Dream Theater with Queensryche. Oh,
That'd be a good show.
at the end, both bands got together on stage. Drummers, bass players, everybody.
Now, he would be a good singer for Dream
Oh,
Theater.
God, yeah. You know who I think would be the best singer for Dream Theater is Russell Allen.
Yeah.
Oh, I love that dude's voice. Anyway, so at the end of the show, they got up and they did, I think it was 3, oh, God, the name just left me, and it shouldn't. This is a very popular band. Roger Waters, Pink Floyd songs. Yeah, I know. How could that leave my mind? Yeah, they did 3 Pink Floyd songs, and the guitar players all traded solos, and Jeff Tate and James LaBrie went at it with the vocals. They went back and forth and like one-upped each other each time, and it was amazing. And I could have missed that whole concert and just walked in for those 3 songs,
Yeah.
and that would have been worth 10 times the price of that ticket right there, because I walked out of there with like perma
yeah.
chills. I got goosebumps right
Still
now.
thinking about it.
Thinking about it. That was beautiful. It was such a great moment, and as soon as Petrucci took over the solo, the whole crowd went nuts because they all knew that he was just gonna just freaking tear it up, you know. And but it was really cool. I loved that so much.
Chicago Todd, hey man.
Hey, what's up, Todd?
He said, congrats again on the 8K.
Oh, thank you. Appreciate that.
Let's see.
And thanks for commenting and joining us for this, guys. We really appreciate this discussion. I'll actually download this and edit it and re-upload it as its own thing later. Yeah, tomorrow.
Chicago Todd says, I just saw Michael Schenker
Ooh.
last night, and I think it was the first song. Something happened in the middle of the song, and he swapped out his guitar and picked right back up. No one missed a beat.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, did you ever see that video of B.B. King changing the string on his guitar live? He's up there playing, snaps the string, and he just hits his volume pedal, and he's singing, changing the string, tuning his guitar, never missed a lick, nothing. It sang the whole time, and you can see him winding it up, tuning, boom, 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 back in business, starts playing again like nothing ever happened. I was just like, how is this possible? But these are old school guys that this was normal for them. It was like, what do you do? Well, you fix it. It's almost like fixing a flat while you're driving the race car. I mean, holy crap. I mean, mad props to B.B. King for that.
Yeah. Well, we are finally caught up. I was having anxiety there for a minute. I'm like, we are never going to get through these comments. Stop talking.
Well, we appreciate everybody's comments on this. And like I said, disagree, agree, doesn't matter to us. We're just throwing our
stuff.
2 cents in. And, you know, we're not here to fight with anybody. I mean, voice your opinion and we'll respond and maybe give some perspective or learn some perspective from you guys. I mean, that's what this whole segment's about. So again, I'll edit this and upload it maybe tomorrow or the next day or something as like a short, you know, not a short, but, you know, a video for, you know, and we'll try to do more in the news topics every week. I'm trying to get that, now that I got a little more time to look for stuff to talk about, I'll be doing that. So, and if you guys have suggestions, feel free to email me your suggestions. My email's in the description there.
Absolutely. So you have 2 song requests. You want
Yes,
to
let me
play a little bit?
Yeah, let me warm up with one that's kind of easy for me. And so tonight, I'm going to be playing the Herbert Mark III through 2 cabs. I'm going to use the Diezel cab and the Mesa cab at the same time. I just think it sounds massive like that. It just sounds so good. So let's go ahead and do that now. Give me a second and I'll fire everything up. All right, I'm gonna
chirp there.
Yeah, I'm gonna turn the picture of the overdrive off because it's interfering with the camera, the other camera angle.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, because it was covering up my guitar neck. You know, right here. It was right here where my hand is, and I was like, that looks stupid. Yeah, when I adjusted the camera for that secondary angle tonight, I didn't think about the stuff we were putting on
I
the
like
screen.
it though. Flux
Oh.
says awesome new camera angle.
Oh, thank you. Appreciate that. Let me make sure. So I'm always practicing the solo for Grateful because I'm writing it, so I always have to take off the loops that I put on there. Yeah.
Tony says dual cabs always give it that extra push in fullness. Absolutely.
Oh yeah, man. There's definitely a really nice you know, fullness there with the dual cabs. I mean, both these cabs are amazing. So
YouTuber 5000, I hate how much I like this amp. Why must my taste be so expensive?
that's the thing with me. Like, I started out with a few amps here, and then I started cycling up and getting. I never thought there would be a day I'd spend $4,000 on an amplifier. Seriously, I was like, why would I do that? Well, here I am, $4,100 later, and I'll tell you what, this amp's worth every penny. I mean, it is just insane. It's just such a great amp. The clean channel on this amp is glorious. I'll show you. I'll prove it.
1 second.
Sure.
Jay Croft sent a super chat. Thank you.
Oh, thanks, man.
He says, Arnold argues he would make a better Maverick than Tom Cruise.
Tom Cruise. Oh, better Maverick. Tom Cruise, you skinny little sissy, getting in your little fighter pilot. Get out of here with that.
He wouldn't fit. I don't think Arnold would fit.
I wouldn't fit in the jet. I would just take the jet and throw it at people. Get out of here with this skinny little butt in your little jet. I pick up jets and throw them. Who needs a missile when you can just throw the jet full of missiles at people? Oh, my God.
Flux says, I love that you're using both of these cabs tonight. I also ordered a custom 2x12 with G12K100s
Oh, nice.
from 44 Live cabs. Should be here in a few weeks.
Oh,
they
good
are
for
built
you.
to order.
Yeah, good for you, man. Yeah, I love putting both cabs on. You get the best of both worlds. You get a wider spectrum of sound, and it just, everything just sounds bigger, you know. And if memory serves, I think the Herbert cab is supposed to have the G12K100. So then you blend them with the Vintage 30, and it's like perfect, if you ask me. I just love both of them together. So let me, I was going to show you the clean channel. Hang on a second. Wait for glorious cleans. Hang on. Yeah, it's just beautiful. I mean, that is easily the best sounding clean channel I've ever played through. Out of all the amps here, that's the best clean channel, hands down. It's even better than the JP, which I think is awesome. But it's, as far as the clean channel goes, it's just freaking gorgeous. It's beautiful, and it's funny. Like, you can go from that to like the onslaught of gain and craziness on channel 2 and 3. So yeah, it's really nice. So let me do Grateful for you. 1 second here, guys. So many switches and hence why
You need to let me switch. Give me the pedal.
I should. Yeah.
Give it to me.
It's in my way too, because like I'm trying to switch stuff here, and stuff is stuffing. It's. Let me give you the wow. This is a moment here. Make sure it'll reach.
It'll reach right there. There we go. Which one is it? The
It's
middle?
the middle one. Yeah.
Okay.
Yep.
I gotta
So
scoot back. Can I
you're-
scoot back at all?
Just like an inch. Yeah. So, anyways.
Carhartt says so mean.
Oh, it is. This is a beefy amp. It really is. Let me switch guitars because I got to do.
Flux loved the clean tone.
Oh, it's gorgeous. It's such a great amp. I mean, I love. One of the reasons why I'm glad I bought this amp is all 3 channels are insane. They're all really good. There's no flyover country in this thing at all. I hate amps that are like, oh well, here's $3,000 and it's got one good channel on it. The other stuff's for like weird,
Yeah.
Ooh.
I don't know if this matters, but my mic battery, the one thing is flashing. The one thing is, Flux says he has that tone in his VHX.
Oh, good. So you got a Herbert in there. That's nice. Do you have the Hagen in there? Is that also in there?
You got the Hagen Flux?
The Hagen.
Ooh, that sounded like a bad disease. The Hagen Flux.
The,
You got the Hagen Flux?
Hey, I can't come in today. I got the Hagen Flux. Let me look at your battery level here.
I'm gonna make it for.
Yeah, you'll make it.
Right.
Yeah. We'll charge them tonight. We'll charge them, what is it, 18? Yeah, we'll be on for another half an hour at least, so we'll be all right. All right, I got to do...
So just the middle one, right?
Yeah, just the middle one. The other ones aren't activated yet.
Okay.
So what am I doing? I'm doing
Somebody wanted Grateful and Sphinx.
Sphinx. Here we go with the Sphinx. Oh boy, I got to...
You got a cramp?
No, I
Some
just got to...
water?
This is a pretty tough solo.
Ooh, there's a good name for you.
shot of courage here.
Axel 34X. I have the VHX also. Amazing amp.
Oh, nice. Yeah, I guess they've sold quite a few of those. That's a pretty risky thing, making a $5,000 amp full of effects. It's like, are people going to buy this? Like, apparently they are.
Flux said the VHX has all the tones. VH4, Herbert, Hagen, Paul, Einstein.
Now, how do they do that? Because there's 4 channels, so it's like, how do they accomplish all those tones? Is it like, is there switches? You know, there's like a switching system in there that engage different voicings, or how does that work? That's what always confused me. I'm like, how are you fitting all these amps in one amp without having 18 channels? So that what I'd like to know. I'll wait for your answer on that while I attempt to play
Sphinx.
the Sphinx. I totally screwed that up. I hit the wrong pedal, and then I got all discombobulated.
Discombobulated.
I hit my volume pedal instead of my watts. I turned everything off.
You have
Live.
to step on this harder than I was. I was like trying to do it in the beginning, like with the little tab.
Oh, you gotta hit the toe.
But yeah, you gotta like
Yeah,
really.
you gotta hit this part. Yep. All right. 1 second. See, this is proof that I don't use tracks to cover my guitars. When I screw up, it's real. All right, 1 second here. I just got to get this straight. This is a volume pedal. That's a wah pedal. All right, so don't step on the volume pedal. All right, God. I think the mix is off in my ears. It's
Yeah.
it sounds like
not
the
a bad.
guitar is a little loud. Do I have that up? Like, I don't know.
Hear a
Maybe.
phaser thing going.
Yeah, I got that going.
Paul says, love it. Thank you. Thanks
Thank
for
you.
requesting it, Paul. It's one of my favorites, too. Let's see. You asked a question. Where'd it go? Where's the answer? I have the VHX, also amazing. The VHX has all the tones, digitally controlled relays from Axel 34.
Relays. Okay, that's how they did it. I knew there was something. I know it's not a digital sound, but they're controlling the relays to make those. Yeah, okay, I get it now. Okay, I was wondering how they did that because I'm like, how are you fitting all these channels in there?
Kyle Hart says it sounds fine on this end.
Oh, good.
Yeah,
All right, thank
sounds
you.
fine in my ears.
Yeah, it was a little loud. The guitar's too loud in my ears, but it is what it is.
The guitar's always too loud.
You know it's too loud when I say it is.
Yeah. CS says the mix was a little low.
Okay.
Tony, has anyone compared a Mesa Stiletto 4x12 cab with the Mesa Recto 4x12 cab? Same V30s, but Stiletto cab supposedly sounds tighter and darker.
Oh, I didn't know that. Interesting. I wonder how they do that.
Is that safe to read there? Is that a thing?
Pod. My pod bean has the exact same tone. The pod bean is that little red thing that lights. That's funny.
I don't trust you, Jay.
He would never set you up.
Yo, he has.
He wouldn't set you
He
up.
says joking.
Yeah, my pod bean. I used to practice on one of those before shows. I'd stick my headphones in there and be backstage practicing. Boy, have things changed, you know. Yeah. Let me do a quick adjustment on the amplifier. 1 second here, guys. I just want to adjust the volumes. One second. Okay. Yep, it just lowered it just a hair, so I think that would probably be better.
Gravel Rocks wants to know what your mud killer settings are.
Okay, so
Don't fall. Let me hang on. Top
so the
heavy.
post gain is, so level is all the way up, which is post gain. Tone is at what?
Jay says I love the curious to make sure my comments are going to embarrass her. I check.
Tone is at 5 o'clock. Pre-gain is at like 7 o'clock. And I actually have the compressor on. And I have the mud control at top dead center. So that's where it's at. Yep.
I already drank all my wine.
Did you?
I should have did bigger pours, but I didn't want to be sweepy.
Yeah. Yeah, I got to work tonight. So I got to watch an MRI trailer after work. Or after this. So, yep.
Excel34X says, yes, the Recto 412 cab is bigger, has more air being moved, looser, fatter open sound.
Gotcha.
Recto standard 412.
Yeah, I like tight cabs. I like them to be super tight and punchy, you know. I don't like a lot of air inside that's just kind of, you know. That's why, I mean, 412s are great, but to me, once you play a 212 and you switch to a 412, they sound kind of empty and airy in comparison. And you're like, man, where's all the thump, you know? It's weird. It's a different kind of low end and thump coming out of the 212s.
I got your thump.
You got the thump.
I got your thump.
You thump me on the head.
I got your thump.
You know, I could probably do one more mix. I didn't even practice these today.
Oh, hush.
Where am I on the purple guitar? 3 shots. I'll probably screw that up royally. All right, 1 second here. big fat mess.
I'm having fun.
Yeah.
I want more cameras to switch.
I was wondering why my dive bombs didn't come out. I couldn't get them. I felt like my strings were slapping the frets and they weren't ringing out. That was weird.
Got it.
Oh well, I guess tonight's not a good dive bomb night for me. I gotta do something with this Rev G8 because every time I do a solo lately, it's cutting off my notes, and I gotta make some adjustments to fix that. So.
Well, you're probably the guy to do it.
I would like to think so, but we'll see. If I can dial that in like I can cook fish, maybe I'd be all right.
So true. CS says Celestian just released new and improved V30 speakers to replicate the older, sought-after V30s. Glenn Fricker did a video, and they definitely sound way better than
I
ones
saw
they've
that.
been.
Maybe I should get some. More money to spend on the channel. You know, but
Contradicting yourself.
I might want to try those.
Let's see. JB says that's cool. I would like to get some of those. Flux said he saw it too. Glad they improved them. Alexander Shibaliski. Ooh, sounds
Hey.
good tonight.
What's going on? Thanks, man. Appreciate that. Wish my playing was a little better.
JB, aren't the V30s that come in Mesa cabs different than other V30s?
Yeah, they're voiced differently. I know Mesa has their own voicing for them. I don't know what the difference is. I never really did any deep dives in speakers to like figure out like, oh, what are the major differences? I know one guy did. It's the guy from I think it was a bass player from Periphery did a deep dive, and he knows everything about vintage 30s, and he's got a video out on it, and it's pretty intriguing.
There's a guy named Seymour Butson here. He says, man, that bottom end is so juicy. See what you did there.
I think when he's, appropriately named, he loves that bottom end, doesn't he?
CS says, yeah, definitely changed my mind on V30s. Guess I'm going to have to get some.
Yeah, the vintage 30s are good speakers, man. They're probably my favorite speakers still. I mean, I always find myself straying from them and then going back to them, you know. I love my Mesa cab. It's my favorite cab, you know.
Kyle Hart says, whichever ones are in the Harley Benton are nice.
They are good. They're a little darker, but they're still really good speakers. I mean, I got a Harley Benton laying around here somewhere, and I think it's a great cab. You know, I would take that to a show.
Kyle also said, I know Mesa and Orange V30s differ.
Yep. Yeah, it's a totally different voicing. Mesa voices them for their amps, and they're Mesa. So I know Mesa just released a bunch of new cabs, but I'm not really interested in them unless all the ones I saw were open back, and I'm like, what? I want closed back cabs. I want all the air shoving out of the speaker, not behind it. So I could be wrong. Maybe they have some closed back ones too, but all I saw were open back ones. So correct me if I'm wrong.
My ears are starting to...
Are they starting to hoit?
Yeah, they're starting to... I've lost the word I'm looking for. What's... Not retaliate, but they're revolting.
Oh, are they?
Get these out of there. Yeah. Where'd I go? So this XL34X said shredded, bro. Yeah. But I read it in my head in what is that? What's the? Oh shoot.
I don't know.
The character, the 70s, well 60s, 70s. Is it Michael Myers? He plays with the teeth. What's his name?
Austin Powers.
Austin Powers' voice. Yeah, I read that in my head, and Austin Powers. Yeah, baby.
Yeah, baby.
Shredded,
Yeah.
I don't know why that happened. Shredded, bro.
Shredded, bro.
Instead of bro, you should have said baby. Yeah.
I wish he would do another Austin Powers. Those were great movies. All three of them were great.
Age appropriate too, like age Austin Powers, and you like I want to see what that is.
Yeah, I just love the judo chop and just all that. It's freaking hilarious, man.
Flux said it sounded nice and thick.
Thank you. I just wish my playing was better tonight. I've been screwing up left and right here.
I'm not sure. Alexander Shibaliski. What's Nolly Get Good? What's that?
Nolly, yeah, that's who he was talking about. Nolly Get Good.
Oh,
Yep,
yeah.
he's the one that did the. He's a bass player for Periphery, and he's the one that did that deep dive on the vintage 30s. It was a very intriguing video. I watched it. I listened to it, actually. I was washing a house. I still remember I was washing a house in Clarkston. While I was listening to it, I was just like, oh my God, I had no idea that they had so many different variations of the vintage 30. And he really, like, laid it down. The Beatitudes of the vintage 30s, you know, it was crazy.
I don't know if this is a thing. I might be embarrassing myself, but Alexander Shiblisky says if that cab ain't closed, the low end is hosed. Some guys like the open back thing.
Yeah, you're right, man. I love a closed. Yeah, you got to start trusting people. Just read them. Just read them. As long as there's no slurs in there, just read it. She's gun shy because somebody made her read something once, and she was like, "Oh, I shouldn't have read that." But yeah, you can trust Alexander. Yeah, you're right. Every time I play an open back anything, it just sounds hollow to me. I'm always like, "Where's all the thump?" You know, whatever happened to the earth-shattering kaboom? It's just like, where did it all go? You know.
Kyle Hurd agrees. Closed back all the way.
Yeah, I like all the air coming at me, not away from me, you know?
CS wants you to get some for your Harley Benton cab.
You know what? That would be, dude, great idea. That's the perfect cab to do
You
it
can pay
on.
for those?
Or my Zilla.
Where's the super chat, CS?
Yeah. Or I can do it on the Zilla. I'll put them in the Zilla cab. That's my experiment cab anyway, so why not? Just trying to see what I can...
JV says closed back all the way. Keep the back door closed, please.
Yeah, keep that back door closed, baby.
That's where I was going with it. I was like, are you sure?
Yeah, you sure I should read that?
You sure you want me to read that?
You sure?
Kyle, amen, brother. You got it? It's Flight of the Bumblebee.
I haven't played this one in, God, weeks.
You got it.
Let me check one thing. I always screw up on this.
I'm having fun this week. I missed doing this last week. I'm sitting up on the couch like...
Yeah, you were miserable up there. I walked upstairs and you're like...
miserable. He came up. He's like, how are you doing? Was I better by the end of the show?
You were feeling a little better, but you were still kind of like, you know. Yeah. You were like bummed out because you missed the show. So.
Yeah. I really do enjoy it.
So we'll let her play with the camera tonight so to make up for it.
Yeah. It's mine now.
I know. That's what it is. Like, now it's yours. I'll have to get an extension for you to put it over there, though, because, like, that's as far as that'll go.
Yeah.
So I'll spend more money. Get an extension. No big deal. I think I got one upstairs. I'll get it. All right, let me try the Catacombs. I haven't played this in weeks. So expect a lot of screw-ups. How did that go?
It's intriguing television right here.
Yeah, me learning my stupid songs again. All right, let me... all right, 1 second here. Muddled through that one there. I'm playing like doo-doo tonight, man. It's been and I'm not fishing for compliments because I don't deserve them, but man, tonight is a struggle. Man, it's like, geez, this is like the perfect example of why coffee guitar has to happen every morning, and what I need to do is keep this laptop, or not laptop, but the iPad up on the ottoman.
Yeah.
So I force myself to play my mixes every morning because, oh my God.
We had somebody named Ben Dover join us.
Oh, that's what my playing sounds like tonight.
Bend over.
Bend over and see more butts.
Yeah, Ben Dover says definitely closed back. Way tighter. Tony says Skeeter doesn't even like open back cabs. He'd have something to say about it.
I don't like them open back calves. That stuff makes me nervous.
Nervous too.
Man, those calves should come with soap on a rope.
Okay, you gotta do Skeeter in the up close cam.
You know, I'll tell you what, them open back calves should come with soap on a rope. That'll keep them safe.
Alexander Shimoleski, open back cabs give natural reverb with beautiful reflections out the back.
No, they do. They do. If you're into that, if you're the classic rock guy, you like the open back cabs.
Paul Smith is out. He's like, sorry guys, gotta go. Cool show. See ya. I'm out.
I'm out.
Peace.
I gotta go touch some grass. Or smoke some. Whatever works.
Oh boy.
Yep,
What's up with that tonight?
I don't know. It's just a thing. Yeah, anyways. Well, I'm playing like crap tonight. I'm afraid to play anything else because I'm just going to embarrass myself further.
They like Skeeter. Tony says Skeet's priceless. Absolutely.
Skater.
We still have to make Skeeter t-shirts. I want the Skeeter t-shirt.
3 people will buy them.
No,
I'll be
maybe
sitting on 'em.
33.
Well, if 33 buy them, maybe I'll do it. But Skater. The thing is, though, is everybody, from outside our circles can look at them like, who's that dumbass on your t-shirt?
CS, that's funny how Seymour Butts and Bend Over and Jay Croft have the same profile pic.
Yeah, how weird.
And I wonder why I'm a little nervous to read his comments.
Good old Jay, man. Always good for a...
We love Jay.
Jay's the best.
Can't wait to hang out next week.
I know, it's going to be fun, man. Saturday night, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, that will be fun.
Saturday daytime.
Yeah, we're going to go
And
there in the
nighttime.
afternoon. Yep.
Klaus says, older Mesa 4x12 halfback cabs, best of both worlds.
Oh, yeah. Yep, I've seen that too. Yeah, then you get a little bit of the openness. Yep.
Nope.
Yep. It's been a while since I've played open back cab. What?
That's stuff. Can't say it.
Oh.
Alexander, yeah, man, halfback with an AV rig is the ultimate.
The ultimate. Oh, that would be cool if you got, one on one side that's open back and the other one's closed. Yeah, you could do that. Yeah, Alexander's right. I mean, you do get like the reflections off the walls and stuff with them, and it adds some kind of natural kind of ambience to it. But for me, I want the thump, man. I want something just breaking my shins. I want to stand in front of that thing and have it just kick my ass.
Yeah.
We can feel it down here. I mean, these cabs
yeah.
are like breaking our chairs right now. I mean, it's loud. It's probably about 90 some decibels down here.
My ears are not happy. Are you going to play
Really?
anymore?
No, I'm done. Because I'm done making an ass out of myself tonight.
You're not making an ass.
Yeah, I suck tonight. My apologies, guys. I suck.
Bend Over says, I don't know no Jay Croft. Who the hell is that? Jay Croft.
Yeah, I was going to do another song, but no, I'm done.
You've had enough.
Yeah, I think they've had enough. I don't want to punish you guys.
I was having fun with the camera.
Any more of my
you
garbage
just don't
playing.
like me playing with the camera pedals.
Yeah, you guys should see me do like my videos, how many takes it takes me to do it. And I want to start doing like one take. Like when I do a
One-take
mix in a
videos.
video, I'll just be like, I'm going to do this in one take. Whether I
Botch it up or
botch
not.
it up or not, I'll do it warts and all. I don't care because like I just think it would be funny or hopefully fun for people to watch, to be like, well, I wonder if he's going to actually play it right this time, And it makes it easy for me because I can literally just go, I don't care. I'm just going to do it in one take, and whatever happens, happens. Here's your mix, and I don't have to be so like...
Perfectionist.
Yeah, well, that and the whole like anxiety.
Stressed out, yeah.
Oh, the anxiety associated with. Dude, I'm not kidding you guys. I'm down here recording videos and I'm doing mixes with solos. If I screw up one thing, I got to do the whole thing over again. I can't punch in and fix it because it's all on one track. The mix and the guitar, it's all on one track. I can't fix anything. And
There's some wine over there that'll help you.
yeah, I'd probably turn into an alcoholic if I did that, because it's just so much anxiety. I remember one video I did 19 takes. And by the time I was done, I didn't even want to look at my guitars.
Right.
I was like, I don't even know why I do this. I don't deserve to be on YouTube. I suck. I'm the worst guitar player in the world because I have red light syndrome.
Yeah.
As soon as I got to record,
It's
I
like
tense
white
up.
coat syndrome.
Yeah, I have both. And I have airplane syndrome, too. So I have a lot of spiders.
And
I like
heights
spiders
syndrome.
and heights. Yeah, I'm a mess.
He really is a fun guy.
I'm a lot of fun, really.
That's why his personality is so amazing. He doesn't want to go do anything. He's got to be fun in-house.
Yeah, I'm entertaining. I entertain myself. I don't have any friends. So,
All right, well,
is.
let's go get some dinner.
Yeah, let's go get some dinner. So, well, guys, thanks so much for joining us tonight. We really appreciate it. And thanks again for joining in on the conversation about the whole backing tracks
that was a lot of
laptop
fun.
thing. That was a lot of fun. I will edit that and upload it and make a shorter video with that for people to enjoy. So, we'll have your comments in that video as well. I think it'd be just fun to, check out. So, well,
Tony says, focus, Jarrod, focus. Don't think about the pressure wash.
yeah, I gotta do that later. So fun time. He's right. That's probably. It's funny. Like I got all these things I got to turn on and off here, and thanks. You took over the camera, so I'll never get that back.
I want to do it.
So yeah, that'll be fun. So, anyways, guys, thanks so much for joining us tonight. God bless you guys. And as soon as I get done with all these jobs, I'll be doing more videos. And thanks again for all of the comments and suggestions in the community section. And that does mean a lot, and I do take that to heart, and I want to give you guys what you want. I really do. So that's why I ask those things. So, well, every day's a gift.
And thank you for spending part of yours with us. Have a great week, guys.
Have a great, yep.
We'll
Thanks,
see
guys.
you next Sunday.
No, I can't talk either. All right. God bless you guys. We'll see you all soon.